The one that really stood out for me is it was Jerry Wells' birthday, and he and I were really close friends. Betty came over to me and she said, Jack, Jerry will listen to you. You've got to find an excuse for him to go over to your barn so we can set up all the decorations. So I went over to his stalls, and I was stalled in barn 3 at the time, and he was stalled in this barn before it became the main barn. So I went over to him and I said, Jerry, I've got a horse over here that I need you to look at and help me. It's got a problem. And Jerry was a close friend, and he was my mentor. And so he said, well, I'm pretty busy right now. And I said, Jerry, it's really important. So he says, come on, let's go. So I got him over there and sort of phonied around or faked the horse being, sore. And he says, Jack, he says, I think you're just being critical. He says, trot him again up here. So we were trotting him. He said, I don't think it is. So I kept him over there about 10 minutes, and he was ready to go back, to his stalls. So we started going over there, and I tried to walk slow, but Jerry, could walk fast. So anyhow, we got over there just as Betty and his daughter got all the decorations up, and they had everybody there, and started singing "Happy Birthday." And he says, "Jack," he says, "you got me on this one."
And I can't really specifically say one moment. I think probably my very first world championship was, one of my best memories. And but definitely winning the all around for the first time, But each time is just really as special, But I think the first one you probably remember the most. I think I do, but it's just, they're all so special that I can't really say there's one specific moment for me.
Yeah, in my first one, I think I was just so overwhelmed with the whole experience and so thrilled, and I'll never forget that one. But my parents would always come to the shows, and I think probably one of the more meaningful or memorable ones. There's a couple right around that time. My dad was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and there was 2 horses that we had, Zippelau, Montana, and I'm Such a Sam. And I won the world on the Zippelau, Montana, and he knew it, and I was so excited that he was there and knew that. But then the next year, I'm Such a Sam was the last horse he bought me, and I won I want to say it was the Eckover, or the Working Hunter. I'm sorry that I can't remember that one, but it was so touching and so meaningful because we had lost my father a month before, so that was probably the most emotional win.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because my dad always videoed, and he was always at a certain place in the stands, and it was hard for me to look up because he was always there. But he brought so much joy. My mom's still alive. My mom's 91 now, and I have been going through old videos, and my dad videoed 1,000,000 hours of horse showing, and now I'm putting it all to DVD.
Oh,
and so I'm going to try to get
awesome.
some to give to the girls, all my old horse show friends.
Oh, fun.
But to go back and see these memories and see our patterns and our go-rounds, and it's just been fun. I've really, really, it made me smile because my dad was always behind that video camera, and now I'm behind the video camera doing my kids and my horses and my daughter. But I really treasure that moment. Probably it was one of my favorite moments. As hard as it was probably one of my favorite wins. It was really a fun one.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think just the show. It is a long month, and I'm a lot older than I was 40 years ago when we started this particular show. So it actually seems really long anymore, but I still enjoy the camaraderie of not only the exhibitors and stuff, but the guys that I hire and work with. One of the guys still working for me started working for me when he was 17 years old at the Youth World in Tulsa, and I don't know how old he is today, but it's a lot older than that. And many of the guys on the crew have been here over 20 years too. And that's what I enjoy most is just that, and the exhibitors. Like I say, the exhibitors too, because of most of them I've known for. We've got exhibitors here that are grandchildren of kids that I had when I was director of youth activities at the Youth World Show. So.